So everyone wants to quantum leap. Everyone wants to, land on a brand new timeline, make these huge, drastic shifts in their lives, manifest instantly, right? But see, the truth is that you can't make these drastic shifts in the direction of where you want to go when you're carrying obligation, when you're carrying things that don't belong to you. All right, so that's what we're talking about today. Let's go. Welcome to Empress Expressions. My name is Amber and I welcome you whether you're new or you're returning. I have been gone for a little bit. I've been in transition. I've moved and I'm finally starting to kind of settle into the new place and, claim the space and all those things. So with that said, I'm like, okay, let's get back into recording content for the channel. I have missed you all. I really appreciate your patience. I appreciate all of you that have stuck around and just allowed me to be and to just flow in and out and things of that nature. So you are greatly appreciated. So I am back with like the typical, style that I've done. I just want to share some information. Over the past several months, I do my own internal work. And so moving forward, I'll just be sharing more and more that I have inquired and now more of what I understand. And if it resonates, go ahead and like this video, share it with someone else that you love and you care about. And then of course, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, if you feel called to. So the first thing I want to talk about is obligation. It's going to anchor you into old timelines. So every time you say yes to something that actually drains your energy, you are signaling and you're telling the universe that, hey, I'm still in alignment with the old ways. I'm still in alignment with doing the exact opposite of what I say that I actually want to do, what I actually want to manifest, and what I actually want to experience, right? Obligation equals energetic weight. Okay, so when I say, you keep saying yes to these things, that could be anything, right? It could be simply, okay, I want to exercise and I want to go to an early class, right? But I keep saying yes to, have dinner late in the evening with a friend or whatever that is. Like, you're not putting yourself first. You're saying yes to things that drain your energy, that keep you further away from where it is that you say you want to go. You say you want to be fit. You say that you want to get to an early workout class. Well, in order to be fit, in order to get to an early workout class, there are certain steps, thoughts, feelings, actions that come before actually getting to that early workout class, actually getting that body where you are fit, where you are healthy, right? Where your fitness is of high quality. So that would be something like draining your energy. You're steady feeling obligated to do things that aren't in alignment with where you say you want to go. That signals to the universe that, hey, anchor me into the old timeline, keep me where I'm at. Okay, so number 2 is quantum leaping requires lightness, right? If you think about literally jumping, you have to be there's a lightness to it. You're moving your body through space, right? You have to be strong enough to be able to leap, right? So that goes back to the first point where you have to have the energy. You can't be energetically drained. That weakens you. That's not strength, right? So number 2 is quantum leaping requires lightness. If you want to drastically, change your reality and quantum leap and shift drastically on the through timelines, you have to be light, meaning that you can't keep yourself bogged down and connected to things that weigh you down. For example, people pleasing. Feeling like you have to live up to expectations. Those things are energetically heavy. That's not going to keep you in a light frame, in a light space. Because if you think about it, Whether you're aware of it or not, people pleasing is heavy, heavy energy, especially when it's the people pleasing energy and it's not the I'm doing this because this fuels me, because this, I feel inspired, I feel motivated from my soul's truth to do what I'm doing, right? So people pleasing is heavy. Trying to live up to expectations, especially silent expectations, that's heavy energy. Just think about all of the thoughts and then the feelings to those thoughts when you feel like you're constantly trying to, please something outside of yourself, please someone outside of yourself. You're steady running thoughts in your mind, just on a loop of questioning yourself, questioning other people, not trusting your direction, not trusting where you should go, not trusting other people, constantly trying to prove and perform. That's heavy energy, and that will keep you very much anchored into an old timeline. And you need that lightness, you need the energetic lightness, and you need your mind and your energy field to be to be free and clear of that type of energy, that type of heaviness, those thoughts, feelings, and actions. Okay, so the third thing that I have here is conscious choice equals freedom. Manifestation happens when you choose you. Releasing what's not yours opens space for new opportunities, relationships, and realities that actually are in alignment with your vibration. So what comes up here is like selfishness. People may say you're selfish when you choose you. Now, I feel like selfishness, that's like two sides to the coin, right? There's two sides to that. There is a negative side to being selfish, right? When it's just like I want, and you're not giving back, right? You're not giving back to the collective, because one of the key points in manifestation is what value can you bring, right, to the collective, to others. You realize that what you do to yourself, you do to others. Understanding that we're all connected. So that's more of the negative side, when it's just like, what can I get from everybody? Not what can I also give? What's the reciprocity? Now, this side of the coin that I'm speaking about is choosing you. Choosing you because you are tapped into understanding what your truth is, what your soul truth is. And you choose that over and over and over and over again. Even when you find yourself bumping up against other people's beliefs, opinions, and realities. Understanding that when you choose you, you may find yourself bumping up against other people, but can you consciously choose to just release that? Realizing that, okay, we're just not in alignment anymore, if ever again. And being okay with that. Being okay with, okay, it's time to make space for the things, the people, the relationships, the opportunities that are actually in alignment with my vibration, with who I say that I am, with who I am and what I'm calling into my life. Because when you embody what you desire, that's your vibration. And then you have to hold that. The way you hold that is you choose you, right? Because if you have identified as that already, that's you choosing you. And in order to keep everything in alignment is to continuously make choices after choices, make decisions after decisions that are in alignment with the energy that you've already embodied. Whether you can see that in front of you or not, it's about keeping yourself in alignment with what it is that you want to manifest. So those are the 3 points I really wanted to touch on how, everybody wants to quantum leap. Everybody wants to make these drastic changes in their lives. Totally get it, because I'm one of them. There are things that I want. There are types of relationships that I want. There are things that I want to experience. But in order to make these drastic shifts in our lives, and the thing is I've practiced these things and I've seen myself quantum leap. I've literally seen myself quantum leap. I'll share this. I moved from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom apartment, and now I'm in this luxury apartment. My kids have their rooms. I have an office. Like, I have probably almost 3 times more space than I had before. And I did all this after quitting my job. Like, I don't work for anybody, I work for myself, and things continuously work out. Do I always know how they're going to work out? No, but there are things and people that I've had to let go of because it wasn't in alignment with me. It wasn't in alignment with where I was going, and I was finding myself drained. So there were things that I had to release, even though it was difficult, it was hard, it wasn't what I really wanted to do. But what I want is more. What I want that more than to hold on to the things that kept me energetically drained. So these points that I share here are because I've lived them. They work, and they're worth trying. It's worth realizing that, you know, you can keep yourself anchored into an old timeline with obligation. You can, what was my second point? Quantum leap, and you have to have that lightness. And then also you have to make conscious choices to choose you, because choosing you is where your freedom is. That's where your alignment is. That's where your flow, that's where the clarity is, right? So practice these things. Practice these things. I'll list these 3 points down in the description box. But also, how I came to this is, you know, having felt like someone that's always felt, you know, like I felt obligated to certain things, and it was draining me to the point where I found myself stuck a lot. I felt stuck, I felt blocked, and I realized it was me. Nobody was doing anything to me, it was me. So I created a workbook called Releasing Obligation, and this book is soul-led and it's deeply reflective. And I feel like, honestly, this is one of the first steps to being able to quantum leap, is you have to realize what do you feel obligated to, right? Where do you feel like you have attachments? Where are you not willing to let go? What needs to be let go of? What obligations do you have in your field that aren't in alignment with the person that you say that you want to be, the person that you need to embody in order to land on this brand new timeline, to activate this timeline, to quantum leap, right? Quantum leap is not, to me, that's not a small thing. You're literally changing the trajectory of your life. It's like, it's not a little bit of a path off of where you are. This is a drastic, oh my God. This is a drastic change. This is a drastic life change. So that requires some drastic internal work. And so this is your invitation. Check out the workbook. It is $20. It's going to be $20 for probably another 2 to 3 months. So I want you to grab it, and you can print it off. You can fill it out online. The link will be down in the description box, but get this workbook. Do this very small self-investment for yourself so that you can start pinpointing where you need to release obligations, because it's going to be very difficult to do any type of drastic change in your life until you identify what's kept you where you are for so long, why you have not shifted already. All right, so check that out. And also, I will put my link tree in the description box below, and you can join the Soul Circle, which is just, you know, you put your name in, share your email, and then I have 3 questions there, and that's just to get to know you better. Eventually, maybe I will start sending out some maybe monthly or weekly newsletters and things of that nature. But that's just where I kind of want to connect with you. I kind of want to know where, like, the people that resonate with my content and what I share, I want to know where you are within your journey, within your spiritual awakening, within shifting and all the things, just understanding and remembering who you are. So that is what I have for you. If you're still here, clearly you're vibing with me and my energies. So go ahead and like this video, share it with somebody that you love, and I want you to subscribe if you feel called to, and if you haven't already. With that said, I send you peace, I send you light, I send you love, and I send you so much alignment on your journey. Peace.